What's up, everybody? What's up? Before we get started, like, comment, and subscribe. So let's get on in there. So I was thinking on today, and I was like, okay. God can use anybody. Yes, God is so good that He can use anybody from any background, any past situation, just to get His glory. You know what I'm saying? Just so that you're being able to relate to somebody. That's like me saying like, hey, um, I want to tell you about don't don't go drag racing. Drag racing is bad for you. And guess what? I've never been drag racing before. So how can I relate to you? How can I tell you, hey, you might not want to do that or whatever? You might hear me, but you might necessarily go like, man, what are you talking about, man? You don't know what you're talking about. Get up out my face. Respectfully. But this is the thing. If God can use you to help bring other people to Christ, He's gonna use you. It don't matter what you've done in your life. He can use anybody to get the word out to help bring people to Christ. Because ultimately, in the end, I don't know about you, but that's where I want to go. I want to go on up to heaven. When them trumpets go, doo 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 doo, I want to be able to catch that ride to Jesus. Go on up there, yes sir. I'm not trying to miss it for nothing, so I want to do everything that I'm supposed to do so I can get there, or whatever. Help encourage, help motivate, whatever, the right way, cause ain't nobody got time to be down here when all that foolishness happened. Just saying. And you're going like, well, how can God use anybody? I mean, think about some of these people in the Bible. Like really, if you get down to it, boy, the Bible is really like the best thing ever. Like when you start like looking up for something, like man, some of these jokers, they was doing some outrageous stuff. Like and you gonna like and you think what you doing, you talking about something. And that makes me think about the story, story time. And that makes me think about my boy David. Now, most people know, David, he was the one, little shepherd boy, got looked over. He out there tending to the sheep. And, he had that heart like, hey, you know, I'll go out there and fight, I'll go fight Goliath. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, nah, he ain't gon' you ain't about, you too small. You ain't gonna do that. How he gonna use you to do that? But guess what? God, he knew who his father was, and he went out there and slayed that giant. And we think about David like, that boy was tough. But then there's the other side of David that people sometimes don't be talking about. The fact that David, he loved women. Like my boy, this boy right here was the Hugh Hef of back in the day, and he was doing all of these things. Man, check this out. He fell in love for one of his general's lady, Bathsheba. Now, if David was doing what he was supposed to be doing, he wouldn't have been at the kingdom looking through the window, and he happened to, catch a little view of Bathsheba, that he wouldn't have known, what it was. But that's a whole nother story. But this is the thing. David at the house, he supposed to be out there on the battlefield, doing what he supposed to be doing, leading. And he at the house chilling. Just looked across the, like, oh, look over yonder. There, oh, who is she? That's Bathsheba. Now, he done got with this lady. Done did the do. Then tried to be sneaky and get the lady's husband to come back to spend that time, so it don't be looking like he did anything, cause she wound up pregnant or whatever. But the man, he was like, nah, my king, I'm gonna go out there and fight the good fight. So what my boy David do? David done got this man killed. Like, yeah, hey, he wanted to fight. Go ahead and let him be up over there on the very front line. I mean, over there where it's really going down. So this man going out there fighting the war, doing his thing. And what happened? The man died. And why does the man die? Because David trying to cover up the things that he doing. He out there sleeping with another man's wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, dang, David. Like, really, my boy, you really doing all of this? And guess what? When it all came down to it, David repented, and he knew that because of what he did, now there's some consequences to what you did now. And you ain't just gonna get out scot-free now. It's some consequences is gonna happen. But through that situation, God, David was like, you know what, hey, you know what, Lord, I know I was wrong. So whatever you see fit, I'ma do it. But I still love you. I'm still gonna, do it, get back on track and do what I'm supposed to do. Because I really do love you, Lord. Yeah, I did mess up. I know it might be some consequences to my decision, but I still know that you were the one that got me this far. Now I went a little bit out of on my own way to do what I wanted to do, and I know that's on me. Cause I know you want better for me, and I messed it up. Keyword: the Lord didn't mess it up. David knew that he messed up, but what did he do? He repented, asked for forgiveness, and even them little consequences. But he owned up to it, prayed about it, probably fasted. Lord, forgive me. Got really get back in alignment with the Lord, so he can do what he's supposed to do. And what happened? Man, David got himself together, went on and went on to fight the good fight, back on, he got on track with the Lord. And he did what he needed to do to be successful. So think about it like this. Even if we fall short, if we ask for forgiveness and we sincerely mean it and we move the way that we need to move, God gonna get us back where we need to be at. Might take a little bit longer, but we get back together. And guess what? David went on and did all the stuff that he was supposed to do. And what happened? It said that that stuff touched the Lord. So I like, David was a man after the Lord's own heart. Like, come on now. Like, this man, think about it. This man slept with another woman, slept with another man's wife. He got the man killed, but yet God still loved him enough to forgive him, and he got back on track, got himself together, and he did what he was called to do. And that's with us. Like, just because you made a mistake, just because you might not be on the right path now, but guess what? Ask for forgiveness. Ask the Lord to come into your heart and clean you up. This is the thing you can't do the cleaning up, because come on now, if you try to clean yourself up, I mean, you're gonna get it wrong like every single time. But if you let the Lord clean you up, let His word get into you, and get you back right, clean you up. You know what I'm saying? You'll be all right. So if God can use David, why can't he use you? You know what I'm saying? Why can't you get that forgiveness? Ask for forgiveness. If God doesn't forgive you, forgive yourself and move and push forward and to do what the Lord has called you to do. And guess what? It ain't gonna happen overnight. It takes a process. Take that thing one step at a time. You know what I'm saying? That's all. That I was just thinking about that. Like, people walk around going like, I don't know if I can do right or whatever, cause all of this I done did so much. I done did all this wrong. I don't know if anybody could. Man, you ask for forgiveness and then walk into it. You know what I'm saying? Like, take them baby steps. It's a day by day process. Like, it took a while for you to get yourself into the situation. So guess what? It's gonna take a little while to get up out that thing. But you continue to hold your head up and keep striving. And know that the God loves you. And like I say, I got two hands and I thank God for the plan. Check you later.